Dear students, now we are going to discuss important chapter in Indian economy, which is given under unit 3 of our syllabus. So here you need to discuss problem of poverty or intensity of poverty, who are poor, how government has taken measures, and what is the latest trends of poverty, and which state is having maximum number of poor or highest percentage of poverty registered in which state in India. So here we start with introduction poverty of introduction. Here poverty is universal problem. It exists developing as well as developed countries. Poverty is universal problem. Exists developing countries like India. It also exists developed country like America. Accordingly, we can't see any country without poverty or zero level percentage of poverty. But compared to developing countries, the problem of poverty in developed countries is less severe. Problem of poverty is more severe in developing countries such as India, countries of Sub-Sahara Africa, East Asia as well as South Asia. So problem of poverty exists in majority of the countries in the world, but it is more severe in developing countries, particularly countries in Sub-Sahara Africa, South Asia as well as South Asia, East Asia. Next, problem of this poverty is socio-economic problem. Socio-economic problem means why it is considered social problem, because majority of the communities such as SCs, STs, OBCs, Muslim minorities, women treated as BPL categories, BPL below poverty line. So that's why it is considered as social problem, because majority of social groups is identified in the name of poverty. Why it is considered as economic problem? Because it may exist due to lack of purchasing power, or it exists because of increase in income inequalities. Income inequalities means minority people are having majority of the income. Similarly, in the world, not only in India, in the world, majority of the people given very small amount. It explains extreme income inequalities in the India, and similarly extreme income inequalities emerge in India during post-economic reforms. So due to this, poverty is considered socio-economic problem, since majority of the groups living under poverty, it is happening due to income inequalities. Similarly, UNO Millennium Development Goals of 2000 Millennium Development Goals express that poverty is to be minimized to half by 2015. Now also world poverty estimated by UNO, it is registered to nearly 100 crores. Next, recently UNO established Sustainable Development Goals, means 2015, the month of August, Sustainable Development Goals. According to Sustainable Development Goals, poverty will be minimized by 2030 AD. This is the long-term objective of UNO. According to UNO, the intensity of poor should be minimized by 2013. Accordingly, world poverty should be curtailed, minimized to 3%. Minimize it to 3%. However, our planning commission, National Planning Commission, National Planning Commission, now it is considered as Niti Aayog. So the previous National Planning Commission made some specific targets to minimize poverty in India. Accordingly, in 10th 5-year plan, 5% of poverty should be minimized. By the end of 10th 5-year plan, total percentage of poverty to be minimized, that is 5%. Accordingly, every year 1% of poverty should be minimized. And similarly, 11th plan targeted to minimize 10% of poverty. 12th plan also targeted to minimize 10% of poverty. Accordingly, here every year 2% of poverty should be eliminated. Means the removal of poverty is to per annum removal of poverty is to be registered to 2%. However, poverty has been minimized to brought to normal level in between 2004-5 to 2011-12. Accordingly, on an average per annum 2.2% of poverty per annum has been minimized between 2004-5 to 2011-12. So poverty has been the steps for elimination of poverty has been increased in India, and similarly poverty has been eliminating in India per annum. It is registered to 2.2%. So very rapidly intensity of poverty has been declining in India because of various bold initiatives taken by the government. So this is all about the poverty introduction. Similarly, if you observe the thinkers' opinion on poverty, according to Swami Vivekananda, too much poverty, too much wealth concentration in few hands is definitely impediment for the economic development. Means concentration of more wealth in few hands, and some of the people remain away from the income levels is to be considered as it explains income inequalities. According to him, too much wealth concentration in the few hands, and some of the people who do not have minimum income levels will create hurdles, and it halts the economic development in India, in any country. Accordingly, the PC Mahalanobis Committee of 1960 in India, 80% of resources controlling by 20% of population, remaining 20% of resources given to 80% of population. So it explains huge income inequalities in India, existence of huge income inequalities. So according to Swami Vivekananda, in human society, too much wealth and too much poverty is a great impediment to the development of soul. And according to opinion given by the Aristotle, poverty is a root cause for all evils. And similarly, according to opinion given by Bill Gates, according to him, if you are born in poverty, it is not your mistake. But if you die poverty, it will become automatically your mistake. It implies that individual mobility is needed and generational transformation is needed, status upward movement is needed. So these are all various opinions given by the thinkers. Similarly, M.S. Swaminathan given a different definition. M.S. Swaminathan, agriculture scientist. Accordingly, we cannot live happily as islands. We cannot live happily as islands in a sea of poverty. So we can't live happily as islands in a sea of poverty, according to whose opinion? M.S. Swaminathan. So poverty is universal problem, but problem is more intensified in developing countries like India, countries in Sub-Sahara Africa, South Asia and East Asian countries. And poverty has been removing very rapidly in India. Per annum it is registered to 2.2%. It is registered to 2.2%. Next, let us see the meaning of poverty. Meaning, what is meant by poverty? In India, we can classify the availability of goods and services. Into three categories. Number one, here, needs. Number two, comforts. Number three, luxuries. So, in the common language, basic needs are food, clothes, shelter. These are the basic or minimum needs identified by the Planning Commission in 1974 under Minimum Needs Program. Food, clothes, shelter. Similarly, what are comforts? A desk, table, fan, using electricity, living in a concrete house, having cycle. These are all comforts. Similarly, luxuries means if student is owning a car, or people are having luxurious, staying luxurious hotels, people who are having sports utility cars, and people who are having guest houses comes under luxurious. So, as far as meaning of the poverty is concerned, in India, people who are unable to meet basic needs called poor. Similarly, in China, people who are unable to meet comforts considered as poor. People who are unable to meet comforts considered as poor in China. And in USA, people who are unable to meet luxurious items considered as poor. Means people who are not using sports utility cars, people who are unable to spend 11 lakh spend 11 lakh rupees per annum. One person unable to spend 11 lakh rupees considered as poor. So in USA, people unable to meet luxuries such as sports utility cars, unable to spend 11 lakh rupees in Indian currency, and people who are not having guest houses considered as poor. This is all about meaning of poverty. Accordingly, people who are unable to meet basic needs in society is considered as poor according to the opinion or the opinion of the National Planning Commission. However, let us see definitions. Definitions of poverty. These definitions of poverty can be explained in different way. For example, UNO explained poverty in terms of availability of US dollars. According to UNO, people who are unable to spend $1 per day considered as very poor. Considered as very poor. Similarly, people who are unable to spend, one person unable to spend $2 per day is considered as general poor. Very poor means people who are unable to spend $1 per day. $1 per day. According to World Bank definition modified in 2004. According to this opinion, one person who is unable to spend $1.9 per day considered as poor. $1.9 per day, and it is equivalent to rupees 130 Indian currency. Next, according to the other opinion given by Asian Development Bank. According to Asian Development Bank, one person who is unable to spend $1.37 per day is considered as poor. According to FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, one person who is unable to consume 1700 kilocalories of food. People who are unable to consume 1700 kilocalories of food is considered as poor. Next, according to the opinion of IMF, International Monetary Fund. According to International Monetary Fund, people who are in extreme hungry, considered as poor. Next, according to the opinion given by National Planning Commission. According to National Planning Commission of old definition, one person who are living in rural areas unable to consume 2400 kilocalories is considered as poor. And similarly, one person who is living in urban areas unable to consume 2100 kilocalories is considered as poor. This is the opinion expressed by the National Planning Commission. These are all various definitions given by the different institutions. Similarly, according to United Nations Development Program, people who are unable to move freely, people who are not living without dignity, people who lost freedom, people who lost human rights, considered as poor. This is the opinion expressed by the UNDP. United Nations Organization, is a part and parcel of UNO. These are all various opinions expressed by the different institutions, not only India but also the outside India. Dear aspirants, let us see measurement of poverty. How poverty will be measured scientifically. Measurement of poverty, we can see the first person who measured poverty in India was Dadabhai Naorozi. So Dadabhai Naorozi published an important book